European Union creates this law incentivizing hospitals, basically, if you can show a lot of deaths, you'll get a lot of money. The more deaths, the more money flows. The hospitals actually create these deaths through death protocols.
I see the dead people there in the morning, goes with the deads on the hall and bags and black bags. Right now I see in my eyes was, wow, many people died.
The crime against humanity was true, was here. And for that now it's time to investigate, it's time to conclusion, it's time for indictment. We have the right to protect our life and our society.
So we're very pleased to be joined today by a very special person, Maria Vasii from Romania. She's a lawyer and is actually the lawyer of Călin Georgescu, one of the current presidential candidates. And she has been working extensively on uncovering the COVID crimes that happened during the COVID period, especially the death protocol and all the money flows involved with that. And Maria, thanks very much for joining us, for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
And you're involved in quite a few investigations at the moment. Which investigations are ongoing? Could you give us a little overview about that?
First investigation we opened in front of International Court in Haga. And second investigation opened in front of the prosecutor in Vienna. Because in Vienna, the prosecutor is competent in according to quality of first person involved in this protocol of death.
Wow. Which person is that, if I may ask?
In matter of pandemic situation, first of all, we think responsibility it's in handle of the high official who works in European Commission because in this commission was prepared the rule of law who permit that in according to protocol of death and also permit huge fraud with this justification like they use money, European money for urgent situation according to pandemic rules.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Now, you mentioned the European Commission and their involvement in all of this. And I want to ask you, like at the very beginning or before the pandemic even started, there were consulting companies you told me about who were involved. And now I want to ask you, what role did these consulting firms play in bringing this whole pandemic machinery basically into play?
I know it's a sensitive matter and it's so difficult for me to make this accusation, but I have this right because I have evidence. That means I can show you and I will present this evidence before the pandemic time. That means before April 2020, in European Commission was contracted the accounting society, an Austrian accounting society, who was involved in consultancy. And according to this consultancy, European Commission prepared law, that means the law who broke the European law in according to public acquisition. And I said, in according to my ideas, this entity, that means the consultancy firm, was in a huge conflict of interest. Why? Because they prepared this law for the European Commission, and also during the pandemic times, this company offered consultancy for pharmaceutical firms, and also in the final of period of pandemic time, they was the society who make a final report about the situation of this company, and they say in this report everything was okay, there was mistake in a way how they use huge amount of money for this reason to use in pandemic time. And in according to our evidence, the situation in fact was completely different. This pandemic time, first of all, offered just dirty rules for the pharmaceutical company to obtain money. And in according to my evidence, I can tell you that was just a model for business and for money.
Now, when you speak about these consultancy firms supporting the European Commission or the European Union to craft laws, when did they start to cooperate on this whole pandemic thing?
In according to document I can present, in a final of 2019, they was involved in matter of create law for the European Commission, and also they use this rule of law in their activity in pandemic time, because they create law, they create rules of law, they create the rules who broke the procedure, and also they was consultancy for pharma company. And in according to rules of law, it's not possible this, because it's a huge conflict of interest, and then the prosecutors will check it in according to evidence, and I'm sure the conclusion will be what I tell you. That means is nothing legal.
Right. How was this law that the European Union then brought out in April, I guess? How was it breaking rules or creating a situation? What did it create? What kind of situation did it create?
I will present also official journal of the European Union. In this document, it's rules for the European country, how they can broke the procedure in according to rules of acquisition if they are many debts. That means in according to debts, the company can receive money. And this is incredible, and it is not possible to forgive and forget this, because it's not possible to offer this connection between debt and the money. In according to my evidence, I can tell you this crazy rules of law emitted by European Commission. In each country, in internal law, they put appearance of law. That means they create in law one opportunity to give to the company a direct contract opportunity to obtain a huge amount of money. And we discuss here about 100 millions euro per contract, just because one day before the hospital report many deaths. And in according to my evidence, for the doctors and for the nurse was a purpose just to report many deaths, not to report the person who can leave the hospital in a good healthy. And for that, the prosecutor now has a very, very important job to investigate how the doctors, the nurse, respect the medical rules of activity, and how they apply the protocol. And in according to my evidence, this protocol was a protocol to conduct to death, not for a good healthy.
Yeah, we'll go into that protocol in a minute, but maybe just to summarize, now the European Union hired a consultancy firm sometime in 2019, end of 2019. They made a plan how to basically create an incentive for hospitals to get a lot of money if they could present a lot of deaths, so to speak. The more deaths, the more money they got. That's how I understood that. And then the European Commission, the European Union put that in a law, published that law or brought it out in April of 2020.
Yes.
All the countries, of course, in the European Union have to adopt that law into their national law. And so this whole show me deaths, I give you money scheme was built up. Now, speaking of this money that flew, that you say it was hundreds of millions, the European Union, did they provide the funding for this money, or where did the money come from to the hospital when they said, hey, look, I have so many deaths? Where did the money come then to the hospital? Who gave the money? Do you know that?
European Union and Commission for Budget offer, in according to my evidence, more than 400 millions euro for this matter, but also in international level there was many other source of money, and sure could be something positive if the society create a huge amount of money to protect life. But like you will see when you check it, the evidence, this amount of money goes to the pharmaceutical company and for the other 30% involved in this process, not really for the person, because in according to our evidence, for example, in Hospital Arad, they manage more than 2 billion euro for a little town, I can say, and was approximately 500 person in hospital, but was just 3 survivor. And
3 out of 500 people survived.
Yes, and then we can put together 2 billion involved and 2 survivor. One survivor is my client Kosheri, and you can receive his testimony. He survived just because he tried, and he was in position to go outside of the hospital without according to the doctors. For that he survived, but he's destroyed because the protocols destroy his healthy. And like I can study the evidence, the prosecutor can examine, and the experts can tell you if this money could be used in a better way than he was.
Just to get the amount of money right from the European Union, you said 400 million.
Yes.
I believe you mean billion.
Billion,
right?
Yes, billion.
That's a huge amount of money, and then this hospital gets 2 billion alone.
Yes.
To cure the people, it seems. But and then now speaking about how the people were treated with the money that was given to the hospital, you stated that WHO protocols were unfounded and contributed to the deaths. Can you kind of elaborate on that?
I have evidence. I represent in this trial 3 families. For each of this family, there was some important person because of these protocols, and I have medical expertise. I have opinion of the experts, and this opinion tell us about the mechanism to determine death of this person.
Wow. So when we speak about the death protocols, what did the people get there? I mean, did they get drugs that were really kind of helping them, or what kind of things were administered?
More than this treatment, because the doctor and the nurse was presented in the media like our heroes, and maybe was our heroes for many cases. But in case of my clients, was different situation. That means they was kept in a hospital against his wish, because in each cases the person asks for help and tell to the family, please come here because it's not a hospital. Here it's like a federal prison. It's difficult, but the family don't understand this appeal. They say maybe because of the virus, maybe because of the difficulty of the infection. They discuss without reason, but in fact, we check it now and we have a proof. Was a difficult situation in hospital.
Wow. And yeah, if you say that from out of 500 people who died in this COVID ward of the hospital, only 3 survived, who are your clients now, that shows that there definitely was not good treatment there over years.
Yes, we have also internal investigation for this aspect.
Yeah.
We have a civil case also in court.
Okay.
We win in court. Now the investigation is against the doctors, against the nurse. One of the doctors who makes wrong treatment now is not in Romania.
Okay.
According to my information, now she tried to escape. It's in another country. We don't know where, but sure, his attitude discuss about his expectation. She knows. She knows what was there in reality will be in a file and will be just the worst conclusion.
Can you just give us a little overview of what this court case that you won was about, what the content of the case was?
Was a case around this treatment what the doctor gave in hospital for the case Sârbu. And in according to the evidence, because we discussed about a file with hundreds of pages of documentation, not just our feeling. And according to the evidence, what happened in hospital was really like in a war, where don't was any honor, any rules, just a fight for death. Just a fight to give 1 point in file of the company pharma to obtain a direct contract, and according to these crazy rules.
Wow, yeah, you mentioned these crazy rules and and you call it a massive fraud in public procurement during the pandemic. What exactly did you discover? What is the fraud that happened with these rules?
In according to the evidence, you will see, for example, one single company with unknown shareholders obtained more than 10 billion euro. Just one company. And the money goes in Cayman, the money goes in Cyprus, the money goes in Delaware, where is the first place for this company. And it's incredible because if you check the documentation, for a lot of medical equipment don't was placed in one town to put in a street.
Okay.
A quantity what it's mentioned in documentation, that it's crazy. It's not possible to say. It's possible to manage a lot of materials in according to price what is mentioned in documentation. Then it's easy, was just a fake. That means that was real. This contract was just in a paper and in account of money of money accounting and bank, not more.
So the money flowed, but the material actually
For
was
many
so
cases.
unrealistically a large amount that it never,
in many cases, yes.
in many cases,
Yes.
just didn't exist or wasn't administered or wasn't delivered.
Yes, my experts give us their opinion. It's a right, and they have authorization to make this conclusion. And this evidence now, it's an office of the prosecutor. I ask myself why the prosecutors don't investigate quickly this situation, because it's in your interest, the interest of the society, to know exactly what happened in this pandemic, because if you know, then you can check it for the future to don't permit other situation like that.
And you mentioned another case with Alliance Healthcare Romania and them having direct contract awards. How is this relevant when we look at what you just explained?
It's not just this company. In according to now our evidence was around 20 society, not 100 society, but more than around 20 society.
20 companies?
Company
Okay.
receive 100,000 of contract. And this company, what you mentioned, in according to our evidence, receive more than 200,000 contract in direct acquisition. And I give you just one example, but I can present in details this evidence. One of the contract is in account of 500 million euro, just one contract.
Wow. That's
just
a lot.
one contract, and the company has more than 200,000 contract in direct acquisition.
Well, either that money did a lot of stuff, or they just got a lot of money and didn't do very much, right?
I don't know details, but we have all the evidence. We need just open mind of the prosecutor to investigate all this.
Right. And when you speak about the money going to Cayman Islands and Delaware, what's the link between these procurements or these all of these contracts and the money ending up in foreign destinations, or where did the money end up?
In one company, internal company, after our investigation, now the company don't exist because the company closed activity, and now they work in other new company. But in this company, Mediplus Exim was one unknown owners, because we don't know, according to our public evidence, who is the owners, but they are authorized in Delaware, United States. And this company obtained a huge amount of money. Money goes, like you understand, in Cayman, in Cyprus, in Delaware, and I am so curious who is behind of this society, because this society collect most important part of the contract and the benefit in Romania.
Okay. Did you do some investigations already into who is behind some of these companies?
I don't have enough proof to give you sure. I can present for you to investigate in the future this company and this connection. I know it's first name involved in political in international level during the pandemic time.
Wow. And so just to kind of summarize or give a little overview. So that means European Union creates this law telling, incentivizing hospitals, basically, if you can show a lot of deaths, you'll get a lot of money. The more deaths, the more money flows. And then like these billions, they flow to the hospitals actually create these deaths through death protocols, and the money flows, and it flows to foreign companies in foreign countries.
Yes, it's true.
And if one contract is 500 million, then that gives a bit of and you have hundreds of thousands of them, that gives a bit of an impression of what the scale of these money flows are. That basically, isn't that taxpayers' money that the European Union at least hands out?
You touch a sensitive subject.
Yeah.
Sure. you can understand more when you examine, in particular, or disapprove. No, for government, don't miss nothing. There's a huge amount of money because, in according to consultancy of this company, who are very good in consultancy for this company, they have protection and apparently legal protection to don't pay this tax for Romanian estate, and for example for the country where they was.
Wow. And you said that this consultancy firm, I don't know if you have any names you want to name, but the consultancy firm that basically mapped this out or helped the European Union and the pharmaceutical industries, they played a key role. And how was their role in auditing all of this procedure? Did they check on it? What did they come up with as a result?
I have the courage to tell you this consultancy firm are important position. They are first actor in this dirty game to create money and to create a dirty power behind official power in all the world. I tell you that because in this mind and this dirty mind of the consultancy, they prepare everything, every step before the pandemic time. And when I tell you that I am my knowledge about the way how they cover everything. They put important contract, for example, contract for vaccine and for important investment in medical technology under Article 346 in according to European Treaty. That means this is a legal basic for secret information. Put in connection with military strategy. That means if they say virus it's with a biological source, then I ask you why they put the virus and coronavirus like on biological guns.
Biological weapon.
A biological weapon. And then because they put under this secret matter important documentation, they try to cover everything, because for you, like journalists and also for many prosecutors, they don't have the right to investigate and to find what's happened in reality in this connection, because they don't have access for real data. But what happened now in international level, that means what happened with the initiative of Kash Patel, director of FBI, to open this secret source of information. I am sure in short period of time you will see what happened in reality in this pandemic time.
Mm-hmm. And when you speak about the military being involved in all of this, do you have any examples, or how were they involved in Romania on military level in this whole pandemic scenario?
Yes, not just in Romania, in all the country in the world. For example, the most important contract, that means contract for vaccine, they are under these secret rules of law.
Military secret.
Yes,
basically.
Military secret, yes.
Wow, that's crazy. And now, you described all of this process, and how would you summarize this all as a kind of a conclusion in your words, that the layman can grasp it?
I'm so happy because finally your journalist and the prosecutor offer your competence and your knowledge is to investigate in a real way this dramatic situation. And in according to this new attitude and new feelings for the people in face of this pandemic involvement, then I have very good expectation, and for our humanity, it's time now to discuss in according to truth. Because like that we can protect life. You can protect our children, our society. If you prefer to just silence, then everything is lost, because
Right.
without your support, the prosecutor don't have the courage and necessary support to present to the public real facts and to present the conclusion. I know now in European Court start first investigation about pandemic time.
Okay.
Also in International Penal Court in Haga, we have first decision in according to reality, and they try to manage in a positive, in a good way,
Okay.
this investigation. And also I want to inform you, in International Court in Haga, we have one society of experts. They work in Canada and Montreal. They are more than 1,000 experts, and they give their testimony about pandemic time, about source of this virus. And I'm sure, in according to this evidence, for the prosecutor, don't exist other way, just to tell you the truth. That means make an indictment against the person who makes this war against humanity during the pandemic time.
Well, that sounds like some hopeful news there.
Yes.
You have also some investigations or cases going, right, of your own
Yes.
in The Hague, I understood.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the status, what is happening at the moment?
I know they open a case, but not a file, a real file, a real investigation
Okay.
in contradictory. Now they collect evidence. Because our request, it's a request against important person involved in high level of structure of power in Europe. I don't have very good expectation. Maybe if you, the journalist, start your investigation and find new evidence, maybe if you discuss about the subject, then they have the courage to investigate this person, because we don't.
Because there's some pressure coming, right?
Yes, yes, pressure in according to law, in according to truth. And in this environment now, what happened also in the United States, I think they can handle in a good way. Sure, now between the United States and International Penal Court of Haga, it's not very good connection, because President Trump now in a public express his attitude against the penal court because of case around Gaza and the Israel matter. But also I have good expectation about this investigation, because it's according to humanity purpose to find what happened. And for our investigation, I think because we present evidence, not just our allegation, but many evidence and also many expertise, could be a positive solution.
Well, that's interesting. And so at the moment, the court in The Hague is still considering, or the case is still open, basically, and
It's still open,
investigations are going on, and so I understood.
Yes, yes.
Okay, interesting. Now, maybe coming to the end, to wrap this up, there's one more question I wanted to ask you, and that is, we have the presidential elections running in Romania. How is that all connected to this whole COVID machinery that happened? Can you give us a bit of a insight on that still, please?
Thank you for your word, because you express exactly what happened. It's a machinery. It's a machinery to protect the fraud between pandemic times. And in Romania, unfortunately, this machinery broke the election process. Why I tell you that? Because in Romania was involved important political person and the person who handled now the power in Romania, administrative power, they block the independent candidates Călin Georgescu in this process, and for a stupid reason, it's now second time when they block him for election. Doesn't matter if our society needs him and our society support him a lot. They block him. Why? Because Călin Georgescu expressed in many positions, official position, his attitude against the fraud, against the dirty person and dirty policeman. And in this period of time, because they block him, now rise new candidates. And between these new candidates, it's one of them who is husband of the lady who was European Commission, and she was the connection between European Commission and Romanian government when they approve and when they put in internal legislation these crazy rules, who put that's like a condition to obtain money for the pharmaceutical company. And I don't have evidence now. But I tell you, in according to my feeling, during this period of time, I stay, and I expect the person with pharmaceutical money to come to the power. Because I was with this expectation. They try to put a person who can keep behind the investigation or this crime, this fraud. And what's happened this situation? Because the person comes and now he's in a position to obtain power in Romania. Doesn't matter if it's dirty rules. Doesn't matter if they broke the election without a legal reason. It's our reality. For that, for us, it's so important. If you can handle your investigation and to find the truth, not what I tell you, but to find the truth and find and approve this machinery to protect this fraud committed during pandemic time. And I have still expectation that in Romania we can come back to legal electoral process for the future.
Well, that's interesting. And now, in this whole environment of them trying to cover up the fraud, or the people that committed this crime trying to cover it up, what would be your final message to the people out there who see this interview? How can everybody? What role can everybody play in this, that this crime comes to the light?
For you and for your message, in according to your investigation, I have just this feeling to tell you thank you for your attention, for your time, for your knowledges to use in according to humanity. It's so important to discuss about this, because we have now two sides of humanity. One side open for Christianism and for the positive expectation of life, and the other side just for evil and for destroying the rules of our civilization. It's not time just to see in television what happened next to us. No, it's time to act now. It's time to create rules, to protect these rules. Because without this direct action, we don't have good expectation for the future. It's real a dramatic time for humanity, and it's time to be present in this reality.
Well said. So Maria, that was really interesting up to this point, but I wanted to ask you a bit about if you want to name us some names of companies, people involved in this whole scheme.
I will present our evidence, and I give to you.
Thank you.
In according to this our evidence, I can express the name.
Wow.
Then the first name in according to evidence, it's Johannes Hahn, the official involved in European Commission in a high level of power. That means he's president on Commission for Budget. That means in according to his signature, this amount of money goes to the pharmaceutical companies through the COVID.
If he's the president of the budget in the European Union, he definitely will have to at least know about it.
Yes, and also in according to evidence, I tell you the name who is under investigation for accounting company. That means Ernst & Young, also an Austrian company. This company has also company in Romania, and they was involved in a consultancy when European Commission create rules of law to broke the public accusation legal way. And also this company was involved in a final report about the way how the company uses money. And that means they close the law and the mechanism for this, I can say, money laundering. And also I have in my head name of the company, one of the companies, the company who was authorized initially in Delaware, United States, because like you see, this company received more than 10 billion euro just during 2 years in pandemic time in Romania. And then it's not possible to interpret that in according to legal way, this company can obtain a huge profit in this mechanism. Started in April 2020 and closed 3 years after. It's not possible. And for that, I think now the investigation, it's important to go in a better way under the prosecutor's activity. Also, the experts in different matters. That means the experts who can offer legal explanation, medical explanation, and in pharmaceutical area, and sure in matter of business. They can offer to the prosecutors answer for all these strange things what was happening in pandemic times.
Do you, as a lawyer, have a kind of a network of these experts that could kind of help the prosecutor figure out everything?
I have my experts, and they give us explanation. For that, I encourage to discuss about this. The explanation and the expertise now are in front of the prosecutors, but I invite all the colleague lawyers and the victims to apply directly in International Penal Court in Haga, because they have on my side website of the court application for victims. It's so easy. It needs maybe less than 10 minutes to put all the information there.
Okay.
And if they apply, if they have some damages during the pandemic time, or maybe if they lost some member of a family, please apply, because if we are together, then it's sure the prosecutor are obliged to go away about the investigation and the closest investigation with an indictment.
Wow, that's a good point you brought up there. So that means everybody who has a damage can actually participate
Yes.
in building up at least building up the pressure
Yes.
on the legal system to finally look into this, right?
Yes, because it's not just a matter of pastime. Like that, we can protect our present. Like that, we can protect our future. Because without this reaction, then the dirty person who created mechanism of death can repeat this.
Right. And is The Hague, the court, the International Criminal Court, is that the go-to address, or should people also go to other courts and raise complaints?
It's enough if they apply in this court, because it's international court.
Yeah.
This court has competence. Sure, it's not so easy for the prosecutor to open an investigation against European officials, because it's incredible, like one country who is member of European Union to commit this kind of crime. But it's real. It's real. Doesn't matter if we are in European Union or in Africa. Doesn't matter. The crime against humanity was true, was here. And for that now, it's time to investigate. It's time to conclusion. It's time for indictment. We have the right to protect our life and our society. We are so special. Our God created us for a good health, for a good life, not for the status of victims. This is not for human beings.
Well, that's very nicely said, and I really thank you for exposing all of this, for helping people to gain an understanding of what happened through these crazy years of the pandemic.
Thank you for your...
Is there any last words you want to say, or do you think this is okay from your side?
I prefer to offer to you evidence. I'm so curious and with very good expectation about your feeling when you understand everything, when you check it, the evidence, because you understand it's more than I can say in my word about what was in reality. Right.
Well, thank you, Maria, very much for joining us today and sharing all of this great content with us.
Thank you.
Now follows the testimony of Marian.
So I have the pleasure to be sitting here with Marian from Romania, who has a pretty crazy story to tell about what he experienced during COVID. And Marian, thanks for being here. And
Hello.
Hello. And I want to start off with this. I mean, you ended up in a hospital during COVID, but what were you doing before you came into the hospital? What's your background?
Okay. When before I have in hospital, I have some cold, and some temperatures, and don't heavy cold. Just 2-3 days cold, and the family doctor say it's better to you to make the test COVID test, and this was positive, and after then started the whole story.
When was that?
Was on the beginning of the November 2020.
Okay.
Yes, and some ambulance come on my home, to my home, and give me to the hospital.
Why did they come?
On my home to take me and go with me to the hospital, because the COVID person don't allow to go out of the street or out of the apartment. So it's necessary to be isolated from another people. Was a period in many people in Romania stay isolated or captive in home. Yes.
So you got the positive test from your normal doctor?
Yeah, yes,
And you
yes.
stayed at home?
No, some from hospital come to take me some
That's why they
amount.
came.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. My family doctor put in some system. I'm cold, and they test me. And after one day, come with ambulance, take me to the hospital for another test to see if I have problems, another problems than COVID, because in that period was very usual to say that person have comorbidities. Then it means another problems with health, and it's necessary to be observed to be in hospital. I don't have anything. When the ambulance come, I'm very jolly. No temperatures, no any symptoms about COVID. I think I don't have COVID, just a simple cold. And when I go to the hospital, put me in some containers, leave me there around 4 hours, and after then comes something that give me glycemic, some blood from my fingers, take me the blood pressure, and after another 2 hours, somebody come and take me a picture of my lungs. In this period, I don't have water, I don't have food, just I don't have a toilet. Stay just in container. This after another few hours, some doctor, a woman doctor, call me on my phones without seeing me on the face or make me some test or
Checkup, yeah.
check exactly. Say you are a happy winner of a bed in hospital.
Yay.
And and after then I was put with my home clothes in some bed, and after then I don't have anything, any symptoms, any. I try to explain. I don't have any. I want to go home. Oh no, it's necessary to stay minimum 3 days, and after then we can see if you go there. After the picture of my lungs, some doctors say, "Oh, it's very bad." And I spoke with another doctor, say, "Oh, well, you don't have anything. Don't see to have problems." But it's another problem. And when I stayed there, I was obligated to take medicaments. Around 10 medicaments on day, or maybe more, I don't know exactly. Some part of in the morning, some part in the evening. And the nurse stay near to me to see I I take this.
What were the worst medication you had to take?
The problem is I don't know what this medicament. What I ask,
Wow.
what I take. It's not your problem. This is the answer, and I'm forced to take this. And after I make some scandal, I don't take if I want to see what has happened. Some nurses come with the paper, small paper, and write something. But on the medicaments, don't write anything. I don't know exactly what I take. But after 3 days, I try to go home. You say, go home. I don't have anything, please. Oh, it's impossible. We are in the bad shape. You can die. Was another big problem. What is in your head? Do you want to go home? And I don't know exactly. I don't have any problem until then. I don't have blood pressure high. I don't have diabetes. I don't anything. I'm a healthy guy until then. And they say I have diabetes and try to start to give me the insulin. I say it's impossible to give me to start with insulin because it's normal to start with some medicaments for diabetes start right now. No, oh no, it's necessary to go insulin, and I force it to make injection with insulin. I take insulin around 1 month in hospital, and right now I have diabetes.
Okay.
Yes, they succeed
They
with this.
managed to cause it.
Yes, and this medicine take me to feel bad. Was not right. I have some. I like a poison. Yes, I have this feeling. My organism was poisoned. There, the nurse or when 1-2 days come doctor, come 10 minutes in the morning, take medicines, and after then disappeared and come in the night, in the evening, another 10 minutes. They say isolation because it's a red area and they can take COVID. I don't understand. It was not a problem for us. We have television. We are like old people say in the
Old folks home.
yes. Yeah. But after 2-3 days, after 3 days, one of the people in salon died, and this person say to me, "Please give me water." I go and go in my arms and die in my arms. Try to give him water. It was very shock for me, and I try to maybe I say maybe it's possible to save
Reanimate.
reanimate. Yes. And on the doors was 2 phone numbers for the nurse and the doctors. I say, I call, nobody come. I call, nobody come. After 3 hours of calls, and the doctor and nurse change, come another team, and they come in our salon. Oh, what's problem to say? What's happened? These people died. This was cold already, and wow, what's happened? He died. I don't know exactly. Nobody comes. 3 days, 3 hours. It's not possible. What do you want to say to emergency? I'm in hospital. Somebody dies. Oh, we're in a restricted area to recover from red area. Okay, and after the nurse goes, two guys from infirmary, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, the
Infirmary guys come and put this man in the black bag. And Shai was big like me, this and don't succeed. And try put with mans on one big hospital. Try with the leg to put there. Was something unimaginable. I don't know. And some doctors come and say, "What's happened here? Take on the." From salon and try on the hall to put and after then another guy die, and when I know nobody answer for the phone and I go to the nurse area and try to say, but was closed. Was a door closed, and the hospital personnel was after the doors.
Behind the locked door.
I scream. I make noise. Nobody comes, and On this area was opened the doors and was 2-3 grads. I think was the winter, and I make another cold. And was bad cold. I make a high temperature, and they give me just algocalmine, something for go the temperature. Nothing happens, and they say, "Oh, this guy is dead," and prepare the black bag for me and put in dead area. And I understand for the one nurse I meet with her after, I was put on the dead people in that day. Was declared died. This, I died in hospital
Because you had a bit of a fever.
Yes,
temperature.
not. I was more than 42 degrees.
Okay.
And nobody makes nothing. And my wife called some guys from there and say, for Marian to go down the temperature, is necessary to put some with water, cold water, to
Cool.
And one man give some
Cloth.
put on me, and after then goes with me on ATI area. And in this hospital, it's a new hospital in Romania with a lot of money. It's not possible to go from the this section, pulmonary section, lung section,
Right.
to the ATI section through the hospital.
Okay.
It's necessary to go out. And I was with the sheets on
Cold
me
water.
in Pampers wet. And when I was go out on bed with
Wheels.
wheels, exactly. In yard of the hospital, I recover complete.
Okay.
Yes, and when I arrived on the AT, I was normal, but I was
Tied to the bed.
tied with hands and legs. I don't know exactly, but in ATI,
Were the sorry to interject, but the two guys who described who died, were they on a ventilator?
no,
Like, did they
no,
get oxygen?
No,
Okay.
don't have nothing. No, no.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what's happened with them, but I think have another problem, or the problem with medicamentations was not compatible with life, and this die in hospital after they come there, not look sick after then. No, I don't know exactly what's problem, because this guy was put in the black bag, put in the grave, and this is all. And on ATI, it's was a protocol, and this protocol means to give you some medicamentations and some, I don't know, substance, I don't know exactly, because after 30 minutes I'm inconstant. I was inconstant. I don't know. And wake up after 3 days. I don't know exactly if it was 3 days, but when I tried to move, I was with this hand all black, and the legs, because I was very tired, and I have I sleep on the side, on the left side. I try to stay on the left side, and this hand it was completely black. Nobody see me. It's not a problem for them. And with some perfusion in my arms.
Yeah.
And after the one day, some doctors, I'm an engineer, and it's a joke about engineer have the same look like a dogs. And it's not, it's very smart, but can't talk, just have. And I take this look on the doctors, and doctors say, "Oh, I'm tired. You can see it's kind people. Don't make problems." And after then I try to have some to feel my hands and my legs, but very, very slow, very just a little. The problem on ATI was this protocol, because many people come, patients, I don't know exactly, but I spoke with them, I make jokes with them, like I spoke like I'm speak with you right now, and everything was one woman eat a banana and make jokes, and when doctors come, makes a few injection and put the perfusion, was blackout.
Okay, she just
Yes.
fell asleep.
Yes, and
for a long time and
until the evening was dead.
Wow.
Yes, this protocol I don't know exactly what it means, but this is the reason. This is the medical personnel say is the protocol is necessary to make this, and this is the reason people die. I think I don't know exactly what's happened, but I see many people come. Looks fine, and after the protocol looks feel bad, and some most of part all died actually.
How many people did you see die?
I don't know exactly. After the 2 weeks, when I see the one new people, I say in my head, it's another dead people. I make a jokes because they can walk. It's a dead walk people. It's and after another time I understand I am a dead people, but I can walk because I have perfusion in these hands. In other part, I have test the blood pressure, air pressure, air saturation. I have sonda. I don't know exactly for orins in my.
Wow.
And this is the unspeakable. Because they put just a short tubes, and then goes all the urine, but the bags, small bags, don't was on floor, was in the middle, and
It's hanging.
It's hanging exactly, and give you from interior from.
That must have been super painful.
Yes, and it's necessary to stay something like this, because when it was full with urine, nobody comes to change. And here I was with perfusion, and in other parts was with this urine bags.
Hell.
Yes, was.
Was it when you say AT? Was it a COVID specific ward, or was it like
no? It's just COVID? For COVID. It's
just for COVID. Just for COVID patients.
Yes, it was named red area. Red area. All for the joke is many people pay many money to go there, to be there in this hospital because somebody tell them it's
Good hospital.
yes, it's the only hospital can save but
Definitely.
it's not real because they
Right.
die there.
So if that was a pure COVID ward,
Yes.
how were the people being treated? I mean, we heard how you were being treated, but were there also people on oxygen masks
Yes,
and stuff?
many people have or have a simple mask or a mask on entire face. Was problem because the oxygen is not right. I demonstrate to the doctors when I have mask with oxygen, the saturation of the air in the blood was smaller
oxygen
than oxygen.
in the blood?
Yes, was smaller than without mask. And when put this mask on all face, all people makes movement to escape, and this is the reason tie up to the bed.
They just
Yes.
were tied up.
Tied up. Yes, all people was tied up now, and this is and. Another for me the problem was to give me insulin, and I don't know exactly. I give me glucose, sugar in. Was madness. I stay 2 weeks with treatment for COVID, and after then I don't have any medication. The protocol is end after 2 weeks,
Okay.
because say the COVID is just 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks you are healthy. Okay, and after 2 weeks. I was in hospital. Take more 3 days. I necessary to say because the doctor tried to give my receive money for my mother. Spoke with my
Okay.
mother and say, "Oh, Marianne, it's okay, but it's necessary some medication, and please come and to discuss." And this this person want to my mother give money. And I want to say another was this hospital was near to the cemetery. And my bed was on the fenester,
The window, yeah.
the window, and when I look on the window, I see the people who makes holes for the new.
Really?
Yes, yes, was very scary, and in the night, many people die in the night because nobody come to. Was very big party on the doctors and the nurse, and nobody comes to see the what's happened with the patients.
How many people were in your room?
3 or 4 depends of the.
Did you all have to wear masks?
No, yeah, I don't mask.
Okay.
Just one personal say, give me some, give me fight if I don't have this mask, because they say she said I can give you
Kill the
the
others,
COVID, yes, and all the hospital have a nocosomiale. It's some take in hospital. It's a bacteria with very dangerous.
Yeah, the bacteria, the resistant bacteria that
Exactly.
develop in
Yes,
hospitals.
yes.
Yeah.
And I take this, not me, everybody. And after then, the one of the symptoms you make shit on you, and this is a smell of the dead. This is the reason the nurse comes and open the window, and open the window. It was on the 1 meter of my bed. I was just a little cover with something. Was one
sheet
grid
was
sheet, yes.
winter?
Yes, was winter. One grid, there was snow out there. And I stay maybe 2 weeks with open window. And it was
gosh.
very scary to see the dead people there and to stay in the cold. And when I go out,
Yeah.
I have lucky to the doctor who take care of me was in holiday or something, and move me back in the in section with low problem, and
Yeah.
yes, and this for then some doctors was two type of doctors, bad doctors and good doctors. When one of the good doctors make me the papers to go out, and the problem was I have bacteria, I have a problem with urine, with I stop all medication. It was the protocol. When you go out, one day it is necessary to stay to see it's okay without anything. And I start to have big temperature. I start to have bleeding all my holes. Serious?
Yeah.
Yes, for everything. And I try to cover this and help me, the doctor, don't check me. Don't check the temperature, don't check anything. And
just
I
let you
can
go.
run, to go, escape, exactly, escape. I go bleeding from with a big temperature from this hospital, and this is way I. But when I arrive at home, was necessary amount maybe to recover with antibiotics. With
1 month. Okay.
yes, recover just from. I remain with the problem with my hands. I don't feel 3 fingers, and I don't feel the legs from where I was tired. But I try to
You
survive.
still don't feel them?
Yes, if I take this glass, I'm right hand of the. In many cases, just with just with 2, I feel this is just for the. And this happened to I have this problem, but I try to drive with hand left. I make everything with hand left, and the hardest thing is to go to the toilet and try to with it's almost impossible, but it's necessary. Now I'm left hand.
My
All
goodness.
the weights or something is the left hand. Right is just for imagine. Right, if I try to, I write like a small child.
That looks quite good.
Yeah, I try to understand, because in most part I don't understand what I
When you say, how old were you when that happened? What was your age?
49.
49. How old were the patients who were there? Was it like young people, old people, or mainly old people with comorbidities?
No,
the
it's all
COVID
type.
station.
It's all type. No, yes, was people was 30 or was people was 17, but very few old people. Many was in the area 40, 50, something like this.
So, and you say in this COVID
30,
station, you were one of the few who actually survived.
yes, was in that period was 500 people died, and exactly 49.7 people died, and just 3 we escaped from ATI. And
So also people who were younger than you died?
yes, of course, many people died all
That's
age,
insane.
and the another woman I know escape was the same big woman, because they make the same dose,
Same doses for everybody.
doses exactly for
Yeah.
everybody, and don't care if you have 70 kilo or 130.
Yeah.
And this the reason I escape, I think. But I have luck with my friends, with my wife. They call everybody, and in the night, some doctors come and shh, I make you something good. Was the good doctors come? It was two types of doctors, and another doctors come. I want to say about this and make me this remdesivir or another. Come and say what you put in this perfusion. It's not you can stay. You can see. It's where you will be happy, and after then I don't know exactly what put, but I have a feeling of the floating and. Was nice.
Okay.
But after hospital, I don't know exactly from this medicamentation from remdesivir, I have another big problem with blood pressure with diabetes. I have made a big oscillation. I have in one day 550 glycemic, and after one day I have 70.
So you came out damaged, really,
Yes, and
still damaged
the scary
from
part
this
was
protocol.
when my skin go out, all my skin from hands, from chest, from my hair goes. I have holes in my. The
The
hair
skin.
goes with some like this uh, parts of the my teeth. uh, I all teeth is repaired.
Okay.
I have.
My goodness.
I eat bread and I come out with some parts of the teeth. Yeah, it was scary, very scary.
All after this protocol. All after this protocol was done to you.
Yes, yes. All that's I say on the beginning. I was a healthy man when I go, and after then I go out with many problems of health. And I in this time I was on many doctors to see what's happened, what's the way to go better. And all the doctors, when I say the symptoms appeared after the COVID medicamentation, say, oh, I can't tell you what's happened. We can go. I can give you a recommendation or give me some medicaments like morphine, or I take some. I don't know exactly from neurology, but after I take these pills, I see the rainbows in my head, in my home. And it was very nice. But after the 30 minutes, it was necessary to go to the kindergarten with my daughter. It's impossible to drive in this when you see the rainbows.
Right.
Yes.
No wonder that 500 people died of that if you
Yes,
just barely survived.
I have I was on a bad experience with these doctors. Nobody want to tell you anything. What's happened with you? And the beds. One of them, like example, I was to check like a echography to the nerves, to terminals, because I don't feel this hand, I don't feel the legs, and put me some apparatus and try to electricity to see with some
Reflex.
frequency with some blah blah blah, and put. Don't anything happens. Say, oh, it's a bad apparatus. I can check. I can test. I put it there, and my hand and was very
Flung away.
Fly away. It's. I give her
Slap.
yeah, I don't want. But after the consultation is end, I say, okay, it's happened. It's not important. Tell me what's necessary to make to be better. This is the reason I come to you. And this doctor was university professor and was in COVID in red area and say, I don't know exactly, but I think you are nervous termination like old people from 80, maybe 90 years. What you can do with a man with 90 years? Go home and die.
He told you that?
Yes. I have 90 years on this part of my body, yes.
Well, to wrap this up, I mean, you told me beforehand in our previous conversation that you experienced all of this. You went out there and spoke about it. You wrote it down to warn other people, to just document the crime that happened. And you were actually persecuted for doing that. You lost, I think, 2 jobs, right? Just for sharing this story of yours. So it seems that, why do you think that is? I mean,
the people are scared, and one problem, and another problem, the people are controlled from the, I don't know exactly from who,
right.
but it's.
It feels like it, right? It feels like there's some kind of powerful control that doesn't want to.
The doctors are scared. The people are scared, and many people don't believe this. Oh, it's not happened. It's not possible to happen, and don't believe me. I have this problem. My relative or my friends say, "Oh, you are joking," because when I try to speak serious about this, speak serious, I start to cry, and I see the dead people there on the. In the morning, goes with deads on the hall, and bags and black bags. Was right now I see in my eyes was wow. Many people died. I can do anything. Just look them. Where is go? Where is go? It's very, very for me. It's very, very bad. I can help them. Help it. I don't know. I can make anything to help. And not one, just one. Was many people dies. And right now, this is the reason I come here with consequence, because I know I have another start with another jobs or something like this. But the big problem is my family. I am sure they affected too. But the people who died, the dead people, deserve to
have a voice.
Exactly, to know the truth.
Yes.
Yes, to say the truth, because I was there, and I'm maybe the last guy who works, who can come here to say something. Nobody can, because.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Marianne. Thank you for sharing this with us. It's a very, very, very touching testimony, and it shows how big the crime was. And we're glad you came.
I can spoke about that period, maybe 2 days, and another 2 more. But I think this is enough for today.
Thanks for sharing this. It gave a pretty good overview, and I hope the people hear the message that you sent out. You're the voice for the hundreds of people that were killed, were murdered in these hospitals with these protocols. And the people
in Romania.
Yeah, thousands. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you to listening.
Now follow the testimonies of Adriana and Marian.
I'm really honored to be here with Adriana and Marian from Romania.
Yes.
And the two of you, you're first-hand witnesses of some horrible things that happened during the COVID response in Romania. And now, could you tell us about what was going on with these billions of euros spent during this COVID response?
Yes. I can tell one thing, that my mother was killed for money. I'm sure. When she has been in hospital, I don't know if she has COVID or no COVID. They don't test her, sorry. And after she died, and when I see the drugs what they administrate to my mom, I was shocked. My family too. And
What did they give her?
they give her 44 substance.
Wow.
44. And the most was antiviral, Norvir, Darunavir, Remdesivir.
Remdesivir.
And yes, but they don't know that if she has or no COVID because they don't test. In the hospital, they make a false test to my mom in 8 December. She died in 16,
16, yes.
December 2020. But she died because she wants to come home. They don't want to let her home because she wasn't all the time in the hospital.
17 days.
Yes, she was in hospital, and she was not fever. She was just dyspnea, the repose. She can breathe normally, but we think this was some panic because she looks very much at TV. And the TV, she
All
was...
media.
Yes, all media, and she was scared, I think, and she panicked. In the hospital, for this, I don't know, because my mom was a mathematics teacher, 50 years, and she was a very sanatos,
Very
healthy
person.
yes, and mental and physic was okay. And they gave to my mom drugs. They gave her diazepam, phenobarbital, Xanax, and they gave her neuroleptic substance, haloperidol. In every day, they gave at morning at 10 o'clock, at evening at 22 o'clock. This in a cocktail, 30 haloperidol, 1 diazepam, 1 phenobarbital or Xanax. But she was in COVID, now you can breathe. Why they gave her drugs?
So your mom was fit, she was healthy.
Yes.
She goes into the hospital.
Yes. And
17 days later, she dies.
Yes.
Wow.
She was killed. She was killed because she wants to come home. He has a 92 the saturation. She has a good tensione.
High pressure was good.
Blood
pressure.
Pulse. And she was in her leg up from the bed. And she told, I go home. I don't want drugs. I don't want nothing. I just want to go home. And the doctor said, let's intubate. And they intubate with fentanyl, midazolam, listenon gave her to intubate, and in 2 minutes was killed.
And you researched this then, right? And found out all these substances. How did you find that out?
We how to say, am făcut exhumation after 3 years after she died. The prosecutor said, okay, you
A post-mortem,
yes,
basically?
yes,
Yeah, was
to
done?
see the toxicology, because I all the time I said, when I saw the paper with the what they administrate to my mom, I saw the drugs. And I said, for what? Because my mother was okay, healthy, all. And we have the proof, because they do some analyze in the hospital to my mom, and in the first day was okay, all. She have nothing at all. And they say that my mom can breathe. Okay, she can breathe, but you gave her Xanax for what? Diazepam for what? Midazolam they gave her. Phenobarbital, a lot of sedatives, of drugs. For what? But my mom talked every day with me at the phone. And she asked me all the time, take me home, take me home. I implore you to take me home from here. Nobody come to us. Just when they give us the medicine, after we are alone here. They close the door in the hospital, and they come just to give me the drugs. Yes. And I called the doctors. I told him that I wanted to take my mom or to transfer to another hospital, because she said there is not good what happens in the hospital, and they don't want to give me my mom to.
Oh, they actually didn't let you pick her up?
No, because they say all the time, she's positive, she's positive. And I told, I want to see the test. Where is the test? They don't show me a test for COVID. And after she died, they don't let us to see her. They put her in a black bag, yes, in 2 bags, one white and after one black. We see that at the exhumation. And she was there with the Pampers, because they put in the black bag with Pampers. They don't clean her.
With blood on
I understand, yeah.
Yes.
her face.
And they don't let us, we haven't identified my mom. We don't know 3 years if my mom is there or not, because they said if you show the cadavrul, dacă ne arată,
The body.
The
body, if you want to, and you open the bag,
The COVID jumped out.
No, because
I don't know exactly.
no, but they said that că ne fac dosar penal.
It's
police will something to
arrest
us,
it's a
because
crime, yes.
You can
You're doing
see
a criminal
because
offense.
she's COVID, and you can see her, but I don't see if my mom is there.
Right.
I don't know. They don't want to let me see her after she dead.
And speaking of this crime, that she's getting all these drugs,
Yes.
you told me about that it was a huge business all over Romania.
Yes.
How big of a business was that?
In Arad, in the hospital of Arad, was 2 million.
Billions.
2 billion in one hospital.
Yes.
How much in the whole country?
400.
350 de
Around 350 billions.
Wow.
in Romania. For that we have a proof, because they make acquisition,
Acquisition, yes.
Now
From
I'm sure,
site,
yes.
Special site for...
In CCAP is the name of the site where...
hospitals buy
yes.
from their medicaments or supplier.
So the
suppliers.
supplier for the hospitals.
Yes.
So you checked how
Yes.
much they earned during that time.
Because they told me, some nurse, that in that hospital, in that section was...
Section.
That section of the hospital, okay.
Was 12 beds
Yeah.
in all the section. And they said my mother was o contactat infecții nozocomiale. How to tell you?
Take the nosocomial.
Nosocomial infection.
Okay.
She has...
She got an infection,
yes,
or they told
yes.
you that she has an infection?
Yes, from hospital, but don't say that.
They care, or ascuns-o. They don't tell me.
Okay.
And I saw after on the paper. And I said, why?
She picked up an infection in the hospital.
Yes, why?
I get it.
Because the mask was to my mom, to another patient, the same mask.
They were sharing a mask.
Yes, yes.
No, from the die people,
they said
take the mask and give
it to
another
okay.
sick people.
You see that in the hospital.
So they actually spent 2 billion, but still were sharing masks?
Yes, and don't have basic materials for cleaning or don't have alcohol, medical alcohol from when you shot, put some, I don't know exactly.
I mean, that sounds like they wanted people to die.
Yes, because when I saw that they are not masked in the hospital in this section, I said, why? Because they spend so many money in... And I go to the CCAP, in the best, in the date.
The site.
Yes, and I saw what I saw there. I was shocked. Why? Where is the mask? Because you have so much acquisition, and now the money was miliarde.
Billions was spent, but really in hospital don't arrive these materials and these supplies.
Only the midazolam and the
basic
fentanyl.
or another. And I think many medicaments, many treatments was made with some was in some warehouses from
Big
Big Pharma, and was a good time to sell and to disappear to the patients, because these patients died, and in Romania it's not possible to make autopsy and see what is the reason these people dies. And you can say, oh, we put many medication and many treatment on these people, and you can prove is there or not because you can check. This is the was a machinery to spend the money, and nobody can prove this.
Right. So these 350 billion, they obviously didn't do anything to help the patients.
Yes.
No,
Where did the money go?
Patients.
Where did the money go?
I say that this was evident to was criminals, because make the same treatment, the same medicaments, and people die. Okay, die 1, die 2, die 1 week, die. Oh, after then you can make something. You see,
you have to change it, right?
Yes, this medicament is not good for COVID. It's not good for people. But he continues with but maybe put more. And was something very, very scared there. I was there, and wow, people dying half day or something like this, because it's necessary to have a free bed, to come another, to put another medicaments on this, and go in the...
Kill the next one?
Exactly. It was a machinery to kill the people and put the medicaments on them.
Yes, and they pay, the patients, to pay
It's
for the
another
bed.
problem. In Arad, in Grădiște Hospital, was only chance to be alive. And many people give money to go there and don't know where there is the... it's like...
slaughter.
Exactly. But
so
many
you're
people
saying-
pay to go there. And after a day, maybe 3, maybe 5, maximum some people resist more and some people dies.
They don't make him investigation. No analysis, just the usual analysis. Nothing dedimerio, nothing for... But they gave him drugs, always. Drugs, but...
Put air on the face, the air is
Yes,
not good.
the mask. This is...
The problem is not don't work very well. The problem was hospital people, hospital doctors and nurses don't know to operate. And in many cases, I see with my eyes, put the mask on the patients and after then can't breathe. And suffocate the patient with a mask or with this new equipment.
And because they don't want to
know
keep
exactly
the
to put.
mask on the face.
Yes,
yes, drugs.
So how many people died in that period of time?
In that
In
month
Romania,
was I there, die around 500 people, just an ATI section. But in Romania,
just in your
yes,
in
just
that
one
hospital,
section,
in
yes.
one section of one hospital, 500 people.
Yes. Just 3 people go out to escape. I am one of them, and in all Romania, was around 68,000 people died from COVID. I don't know exactly what's happened there and what medicaments or what treatment with these people was.
In this section, in Arad, die in all pandemic, 1860 de persoane, 1,800.
In this section, on that period, COVID period, died 1,860 people.
In Arad.
Just 12 beds.
No.
In all section with section.
In cele 3
sorry.
There was 3 sections, ATI section, anesthesia therapy. And in Grădiște died in this period aproape 700. Just in this section with 12 beds.
700 people.
Yes.
What period of
From
time?
all.
Few months?
November, December.
Din 2020, 2020, 2023, parcă.
Over all these years.
Yes.
But many people die in this period of before the 21 and after then, in just 2 months.
If they don't need the mask, the oxygen mask. My mom called me every day and tell me I can't breathe with the mask. This is not good for me. I breathe without the mask better.
But
why they put me?
I demonstrate with the mask. Air saturation was bad than without mask.
Right.
Without mask, I have around 95, 97. With mask, with air mask, go down to 91.
The oxygen mask, right?
Yes.
Something was not good.
It was not oxygen. I don't know exactly, but this oxygen kill people. Serious. I have near to me a patient, a man with AVC, I don't know exactly, but can move and was tired on the hands and the legs.
Was tied to the bed.
Yes. And after 3 days, some nurse come to check what's happened to them. And one give out the mask on the face. It was a big mask on all face.
CPAP.
Yes. This mask go out with the nose and
Chin, yeah.
chin, yes, was scary like a skeleton. You can see this
Bone.
bone, and it's happened. This is the and this man cum se zice, țipă? Scream all the time. You can imagine what the sounds were there, and nobody comes to see him. No. And I want to say another thing. When somebody died, everybody was happy. Personal medical was happy. Yes. I think received some money or something like this because was happy. Yeah, another die. Yeah.
But who do you think on the higher levels wanted? Because obviously it was happening all over Romania, right?
Yeah, it's a protocol from OMS. This is the protocol. We can keep the protocol, and this is the reason die people, because we keep the protocol. And another order was from general, because we are in the state in the emergency
situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and everybody it's necessary to don't say anything because it's order from the up and from the government, and stupid doctor take exactly the protocol and apply it.
Now, where did all the money come from? That's on the paper. Why was there so much money on there?
The money, double, triple this money, the money, because if you go in the Google and
research.
Yes, I want to buy a city.
One bed maybe was 6,000 euro, and the real was 1,000. It was happened something like this.
Okay, so
and
the books,
all suppliers, everything makes this all bed. It was a period to be rich in short time.
In the pandemic,
if you are in this area.
In the pandemic, in Arad, in 2 months, I saw like flowers, pharmacy, Dr. Max pharmacy. Mm-hmm. Every street in Arad was open and for Dr. Max pharmacy. I said, where from where this in 2 months? Mm-hmm. So many pharmacies, doctor.
Like a mushroom after rain,
yes,
appeared many drug store.
Okay.
Yes.
But what you were saying, and I think that's really interesting, and want to dive into that a bit still, with the money that you say they put the price for a bed, or they gave you 6 times the money that was needed, and then there isn't even a new bed there. That sounds
I was in hospital when some from ministry come to see the new bed acquisition, okay. And was on one of the new bed. This new bed was like something plastic, and was initial to have some air to take movement on the patient to don't stay, because
some special bed.
Yes, because when stay more on the bed make pneumonia, and it's necessary to the body to move. Mm-hmm. Exactly, but this bed don't move, just flat, big, and after then down instantly. Was very, very bad. And when the guy from ministry come, and I say, please change this bed for me. I can't stay on this. And I hear this bed was 6,000 euro. What shit you buy here, or something like this? And please change the bed to the man. And was in local area was some business with this euro money.
They just kill people.
Specialists in Romania in this area don't want to work in this hospital because they know his problem. And many people come for the money, and with we say in Romania with pile, with arrangements on the money. If you want to be a nurse on our hospital, it's not important to have some diploma, some specialization, or some experience. Just give me 5,000 euro, and you, for next day, you become a very nice nurse in a hospital in Romania. And this happened there. I see, I have bad luck to try on me to, cum se zice, vena,
They were trying to hit your vein?
Yes, vein, exactly. And try around 5 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
One nurse take my hand and another take holes in my
They can't found, they don't know to found artera.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
Now, it was for everybody say this woman don't have experience.
Sure.
It's very bad, but I think was many money come back from salary or from another. And it's another bad habit in Romania. It's necessary to the nurse to give money, to the doctor give money, and everybody.
If you don't give her money, they don't clean you. They don't give you to eat. My mother don't eat.
I stay one day with shit on me because I was tired on hand on the legs.
The bed.
Exactly, because the nurse don't receive the money.
Oh man!
It was impossible to me give money because I was, but this is the
mentality.
Mentality, yes.
Told me always
nobody wants to this. Machinery to go out, one, and another reason is everybody is scared when I hear this and say I don't want to hear, I don't want to see, I don't want to involved in this. And the very good example is with process with
in my process in the court.
Yeah.
I have now in 4 years. Al șaselea.
Change the procuror.
Prosecutor are changing in my
in case
process.
Her case change the
judge or prosecutor.
Prosecutor 5 prosecutor
because
to don't have
they do
responsible
they
people.
do very much false. All the paper of my mother is a false.
Okay.
Radiography, analysis. But the Eric's, the pulmonary radiography is a false. I can show you how they put this to my mom, and I can show to the prosecutor, to some nobody let me to show that I have so many proofs, but they don't nu mă ascultă. Don't care, they don't care.
Procuror, I don't know.
Prosecutor
don't want to take the evidence.
They changed the prosecutor, everything. This is from somewhere from higher, no?
Right. So, from my side, thanks very much for this great interview.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.